All right, diving right in. Today, we're all about happy cat breeds for families with kids.
Perfect.
Got our source material right here, ready to find you a feline friend
Awesome.
who's as playful as your little ones. Now, our source focuses on breeds generally known for being, those sunny dispositions.
Yeah,
But like humans, right, each cat has a unique personality. So remember, this is just a starting point. Socialization is key.
absolutely. And you know what? It's important to think about your family's lifestyle too,
Yeah,
right?
good point.
Are you a busy, bustling household, or do you prefer a more tranquil environment that can really influence which breed might be the best fit?
Great point. So for families who are always on the go, think lots of energy, maybe even a bit of chaos, a Maine Coon could be an amazing choice. I was reading that unlike most cats, they're known for being incredibly loyal
Mm-hmm.
and often follow their owners from room to room,
Yes.
almost like a devoted canine companion.
That's right. And they even have a playful streak, Tons of anecdotes about Maine Coons learning tricks. Really? Like fetch,
Oh, wow.
which can be a great way for kids to bond with them.
I love that. Now, on the other end of the spectrum, we have the ragdoll. If you're looking for a cat that's more of a cuddle buddy than a playful pal, the ragdoll might be your perfect match. What fascinates me is that their docile nature is actually linked to their genes.
Yes, they lack a specific gene responsible for the fight or flight response,
Ah,
making them naturally calmer than other breeds.
wow. I had no idea it was genetic. That explains a lot. And speaking of laid-back felines, the Persian is another breed that comes to mind. They seem to prefer a more peaceful and predictable environment.
Exactly. They thrive in quieter homes where they can lounge gracefully and receive affection on their own terms.
Hmm.
They may not be the most playful breed, but they are known for their gentle nature and love of cuddles.
So for those with younger children who are still learning boundaries, a ragdoll or a Persian might be a better fit than, say, a high-energy Abyssinian.
Right.
Now, I know Abyssinians are often described as the clowns of the cat world because they're so playful and mischievous, but there's a lot more to them than just their energy levels.
Yes, their intelligence is really remarkable.
Hmm.
In fact, studies suggest their cognitive abilities are comparable to a 2-year-old child.
Wow.
That means they need lots of mental stimulation.
Okay.
Puzzle toys, interactive games, even learning tricks. Those are all essential for keeping an Abyssinian happy and entertained.
That's incredible. It's like having a furry little toddler running around. And speaking of breeds that need lots of mental and physical stimulation, let's talk about the Cornish Rex.
Oh, they are a bundle of energy, always on the move, always exploring. I once met a Cornish Rex who learned how to open doors.
Oh my gosh.
The owners had to install child-proof locks to keep him out of certain rooms.
No way. That's hilarious. I could just imagine the mischief they can get into. So if you're looking for a cat that will keep you on your toes and entertain you with their antics, a Cornish Rex might be the perfect choice.
Absolutely. They're definitely not a breed for those seeking a quiet, low-maintenance companion. But for the right family, their playful nature and intelligence can be incredibly rewarding.
Now let's switch gears a bit and talk about the Burman. They're often described as having almost a sixth sense about children.
It's true. They seem to have this innate understanding of children's sometimes clumsy affection and are incredibly tolerant of hugs, cuddles, even accidental bumps. I think their patience really sets them apart.
That's so heartwarming to hear. They sound like the ideal cat for a family with young children who are still learning how to interact gently with animals.
Exactly. And, their gentle nature doesn't mean they're lacking in personality. Burmans are known for being quite playful and even a bit mischievous in their own right. They're just very good at knowing their audience and adjusting their behavior accordingly. And that ability to adapt really makes them a great family pet.
Absolutely. Now, speaking of adaptability, the Burmese is another breed known for being incredibly social and fitting seamlessly into family life. They're often compared to dogs because of their loyalty and love of playtime.
Yes, and like dogs, they often enjoy learning tricks. Teaching a Burmese a few simple commands can be a fun way for kids to interact with them and build a strong bond.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I can imagine a child teaching their Burmese to shake paws or even play fetch. Now let's move on to a breed that's known for being a bit more independent. The American Shorthair. They have a reputation for being low maintenance and easygoing, which is perfect for busy families.
Right, they're not as demanding of attention as some of the other breeds we've discussed, but that doesn't mean they're aloof. American Shorthairs are still Very affectionate cats, they just express it in their own way.
And they're known for getting along well with other pets, right?
Absolutely. They tend to be quite tolerant and adaptable, which makes them a good choice for multi-pet households.
That's great to know. Now, this next breed is definitely unique and might not be for everyone, but I'm so curious about the Sphinx. What's it really like to live with a hairless cat?
Well, be prepared for lots of cuddles. Because they lack fur, Sphinx cats are always seeking warmth. They love to snuggle under blankets, on laps, or even under your arm while you're reading a book.
So they're basically living, breathing hot water bottles.
Exactly. But their warmth isn't the only thing that makes them special. Sphinx cats are known for being incredibly playful and outgoing. They're like little clowns, always up for a game or an adventure.
They sound so much fun. But I imagine their lack of fur means they need a bit more care than other breeds.
That's true. They're more susceptible to temperature changes and sunburn, so you need to be mindful of their environment and make sure they have access to warm spots in the winter and shady areas in the summer. They also need regular baths to keep their skin clean and healthy.
So a bit more high maintenance. But for the right person, their unique personality and affectionate nature would definitely make it worthwhile. Now, we've talked about a lot of playful and energetic breeds, but let's not forget about the cats who prefer a more relaxed lifestyle. The exotic shorthair is often described as the teddy bear of the cat world.
Oh, yes. They are incredibly sweet and gentle. Exotic shorthairs are known for their calm temperament and love of cuddling. They're not as demanding of playtime as some of the other breeds we've discussed, but they still enjoy a good head scratch and a gentle game now and then.
They sound like the perfect lap cat for a quiet evening at home.
Exactly. They're content to just be near their loved ones, soaking up the affection and enjoying the peace and quiet.
Now, I know we've covered a lot of breeds, but before we wrap up, I want to circle back to something you mentioned earlier, the importance of individual personalities.
Of course, while breed can give you a general idea of a cat's temperament and tendencies, it's crucial to remember that every cat is an individual. Just like humans, they have their own unique quirks, preferences, and personalities.
So even within a breed like the Maine Coon, known for their loyalty, you might find a cat that's a bit more independent, or within a breed like the Persian, known for being laid back, you might find a cat that's surprisingly playful.
Exactly, and that's why it's so important to meet any potential cat in person, spend time with them, and see how they interact with you and your family.
And don't be afraid to ask the shelter or breeder lots of questions about the cat's personality, history, and any special needs they might have.
Absolutely. The more information you have, the better equipped you'll be to make an informed decision and find a cat that truly complements your family and lifestyle.
Sounds like finding the right cat is a lot like dating. You gotta go on a few dates to see if there's a spark.
That's a great analogy. It really is about finding that special connection. And, speaking of finding the perfect match, we shouldn't overlook the incredible cats waiting for their forever homes and shelters.
Oh, that's so true. There are so many wonderful adult cats out there who are already socialized, have established personalities, and are just waiting for a loving family to call their own.
Exactly. And many of these cats have already lived with children and are comfortable in a family environment. Adopting an adult cat can be an incredibly rewarding experience, both for you and for the cat.
It's like skipping the kitten phase and going straight to Snuggle Buddy stage.
I love that.
Well, I think we've given our listener a lot to think about today. We've explored a wide range of breeds, from the energetic Abyssinian to the laid-back Persian and everything in between.
And we've emphasized that while breed can be a helpful starting point, it's ultimately the individual cat's personality that matters most.
Right.
Spending time with any potential cat, asking questions, and observing their behavior is crucial to finding that perfect match.
And who knows, you might just fall in love with a cat you never expected to. Whether it's a playful Maine Coon who loves to fetch, or a gentle ragdoll who melts into your arms.
The most important thing is to choose a cat whose energy level and temperament complement your family's lifestyle, and to provide them with a loving and enriching home where they can thrive.
Well said. We hope this deep dive has been helpful, and we wish you the best of luck in your search for the perfect feline companion. Remember, every cat deserves a loving home, and adopting a shelter cat is a wonderful way to give a deserving animal a second chance at happiness. Don't forget to share your cat adoption stories with us on social media. We'd love to hear about your furry new family members. Until next time, happy purring.